Hi there, I'm Supriya and I'm here to start a new series on core Java. And this is my first video in which I'll be telling you about what is Java and what are its important features. I'll also tell you how Java is different from other programming languages. So let's start. Now, first of all, what is Java? Java is one of the programming languages. We have other languages as well, like C, C++, C#, PHP, .NET. These are some of the programming languages, and Java is one of the high-level programming language. Now, what is a programming language? Why do we need a programming language? We need a programming language to develop any application or website and on a different platform. So here a platform can be any computer system, a mobile device, your Android phone, your iPhone. So it can be any platform, okay? And the computer system also has the operating system, so we can also consider the operating system as the platform. And we run our applications or websites on these operating systems or platforms. So Java is one of the programming languages that is used to develop the applications or websites, and it's also used to execute the applications or website on any platform. So coming to history of Java, Java was first found by James Gosling by Sun Microsystem in 1991. Java is a cross-platform or platform-independent programming language. Now, this you will understand once you will understand how Java works. So, before I tell you how Java works, let me tell you what is JDK, JRE, and JVM. JDK is a Java Development Kit. Now, as I said, that Java is one of the programming language that is used to develop any software or application, and that is to be executed on any platform. So we need Java now. You know, Java has to be available to you. And how it is available to you? In the form of JDK file. So we download JDK, that is Java Development Kit, from the internet, and it provides the environment to develop a software or any application. Okay, so that is how Java is available to you. So once you download JDK, which provides you the environment, the tools, the techniques to develop the software in Java, you will have a JRE and JVM inside JDK. So JDK is comprised of JRE and JVM. Now, what is JRE? JRE is Java Runtime Environment that consists of libraries. What are libraries? Libraries are collections of classes and methods. Okay, we'll learn more about classes and methods in further Java sessions. But for now, just understand that JRE is Java Runtime Environment that consists of collections of classes and predefined methods. Okay, so this has a lot of you need to execute the application as well. So JRE does that all for you. Okay, and JVM is Java Virtual Machine. So once you understand how Java works, you will understand the role of JVM in working of Java. All right, so let's understand how Java works. I'll open another screenshot. Just give me a moment. Now, if we are to develop any application in C, C++, normally what happens is a source file is created. in which your high-level code in C or C++ is created. Okay, you write a C or C++ high-level code and a source file is created. The compiler identifies the operating system that is being used to develop an application. So if it is Windows, the compiler will understand this, and depending upon the machine or operating system on which you are creating your program, it will compile the entire high-level code or the source file into a low-level code, which is the machine language. Okay, so why do we need this machine language? So that your computer system, your operating system should understand that code, So the compiler, what it does is it compiles the source file or the high-level code and translates it into the machine understandable language, that is a low-level code. And a dot, if it is if a program is created on Windows, then a .exe file is created. So remember, sometimes you just download any .exe file and you just run it and you install your software on your Windows machine. Okay, so this is that .exe file. Okay, so I just gave you an example in which you are creating a program using a C or C++ code or program. Okay, however, in case of Java, in the second diagram you can see that a source file is created. That is, if you write a Java program in order to develop a software, a source file is created just like the in case of C and C++. But here the Java compiler will compile the source file only once and will translate it into the low-level bytecode. Okay, now this bytecode is executed line by line by JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine, which in turn interpret the bytecode line by line into machine understandable language. Okay, so I'll just repeat this. In case of Java, Java compiler will compile the source file or the high-level code which is written in Java, okay, and it will compile it once. It will translate it into the JVM understandable bytecode, which is the low-level code, and JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine, that you have downloaded from JDK, will execute the bytecode line by line and will convert it into or translate it into machine understandable language, which is the low-level code again. So depending upon the operating system that you are using, so be it Windows, be it Linux, be it Mac, the compiler will, now in case of C or C++, the compiler will first identify or understand what operating system are you using. So if it is Windows or if it is Linux, the compiler will identify that and it will compile the source file that is written in C or C++ accordingly to machine language or the Linux understandable language or to Windows understandable language. So you need, every time you need a different compiler, if it is Windows, you need a separate compiler if the code is written in C, okay, to identify and compile it into Windows understandable language. So if it is Linux, you need a separate compiler, and that compiler will compile the high-level C or C++ code into machine understandable language. So in this way, depending upon the operating system that you're using to develop a program, the compiler will first identify that, and in case of C or C++, it will compile the code, high-level code, accordingly to the low-level machine understandable language. But in case of Java compiler will compile the high-level code or the source file written in Java only once into the bytecode, which can be only understood by JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine, and JVM will translate it into the machine language. So bytecode is the intermediate language, not the machine language. This bytecode can only be understandable by JVM and not by any other operating system, be it Windows, Linux, or Mac. They cannot understand this bytecode. Okay, only JVM can understand, and that is how Java is different from other programming languages. Because in case of C and C++, they are platform dependent programming language, and in case of Java, it's platform independent programming languages. Why? Because you just need JVM to be downloaded. That will do all your work. Okay, now we can say that Java is a cross-platform or platform independent programming language. Also, Java is dynamic programming language. What do you mean by dynamic programming language? It means that whenever we'll be writing a Java program, it's so simple that whenever we are declaring a variable or any class, we are allocating the memory at the runtime. Okay, so you are allocating the memory, Java memory, or your system's memory at the runtime. So by doing that, you are saving the memory, your system's memory. So that's why we say that Java is dynamic programming language. Okay, Java is distributed. It can be distributed. What do you mean by that? If any software or any application developed in Java that can be shared across different computer systems that are running on the common network. So this is how we can say that Java can be distributed into different computer systems and can be run on a common network. Okay, Java is very simple and highly secure. So in future Java sessions, when we'll write the Java programs, you will see that the Java programs are very simple and it's highly secure. How it is highly secure? That we have seen in case of working of Java, the source file that has the high-level code written in Java is translated into intermediate bytecode that can be understandable by JVM. JVM is internal equipment inside JDK. That's something which is inside JDK itself, which is inside your Java environment itself. That bytecode cannot be understood by any other machine. So all you need is just the JVM that will understand the bytecode and nothing else. Okay, so that's how Java is highly secure programming language. Java is multi-threaded programming language. We'll learn more about multi-threaded concepts in future sessions. But just understand as a small introduction to multi-threaded. What do you mean by multi-threaded? Say for example, you are writing any sentence on Word, okay, and you make a spelling mistake. At that time, you get an error saying that, hey, you did a spelling mistake. So it means that you are writing a sentence, at the same time you are getting the spelling mistake, and you're correcting it, so two tasks are done at the same time. That means two programs are running at the same time. And in a very simple way, technically we say two threads are running at the same time. So we will learn more about multi-threaded concepts in future. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. I just gave you an example to make it more simpler. Okay, so Java is multi-threaded programming language that supports multi-threaded mechanism. Java is object-oriented programming language. That means there are certain principles while writing the Java program that we need to follow, and we have certain format or design that we need to follow while writing a Java program, and we need to implement certain principles like abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, and inheritance. So these principles are very vast, and we need a separate session on each of these principles. So we'll get to know more about them in detail in further Java sessions. You need to just keep on watching my videos, and you will learn more about basic topics in Java. Alright, so with this I end this video, and in the next video I'll let you know how to download and install JDK. Okay, and then we can start writing Java programs. Alright, so if you like this video, you need to just click on like button and subscribe to my channel, so that whenever I upload more videos on Core Java series, you will get the notification. Alright, and if you have any query, or if you want to give a feedback, or anything that you feel that I need to improvise, I'll definitely go through all your comments. I mean, you just need to comment in the text box, and I'll just go through them and reply accordingly. Alright, so for now I'm just ending this session, and you do take care of yourself. See you in the next video. Take care. Goodbye.